Starbucks, a microeconomic analysis by Team 3, Managerial Economics, University of St. Mary. The analysis of Starbucks will include an introduction as well as company background information. We'll define the target market and look at the supply and demand of the Starbucks product. We'll talk about the pricing strategy as well as the market structure, future plans for the company, and a conclusion. The Starbucks.com website claims, "It happens millions of times each week. A customer receives a drink from a Starbucks barista, but each interaction is unique." Starbucks considers themselves to be a purveyor of quality coffee and of quality experiences to accompany their beverages. The company relies on a strong but fluid business strategy based on the microeconomic factors of supply, demand, pricing strategy, market structure, and long-run planning to maintain success as well as their part of the market share. The first Starbucks opened in Seattle, Washington in 1971 as a retailer of whole beans, ground coffee, teas, and spices. The name for the company was taken from the first mate in Herman Melville's classic book, Moby Dick. The character in their green circular logo is based off of a twin-tailed siren from Greek mythology. Today, Starbucks has 18,000 retail stores in over 60 countries. The company first went public on June 26, 1992 at $17 per share. They specialize in coffee, handcrafted beverages, merchandise, food, and other consumer products. The stated mission of Starbucks is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. Starbucks has seen great success because of their clearly defined and carefully researched target market. Adult consumers between the ages of 25 and 40 account for 49% of their total business. These are largely urbanites with professional careers who earn high incomes. Starbucks markets to this group through focusing on social and ecological issues. Adults between the ages of 18 to 24 account for 40% of total sales. These are mostly college students who are technologically savvy, invested in social networking, and who view Starbucks as part of a cooler image. Starbucks' most popular items are their specialty drinks. These account for 75% of business sales and are often offered in supermarkets or convenience stores, which allow those areas without a Starbucks to experience the brand. Starbucks uses a holistic marketing approach to focus on the business as a whole and in enriching the lives of its customers. As part of this strategy, Starbucks supports farmer loans and forest conservation programs, as well as energy and water conservation, recycling, and green construction initiatives. Through their involvement in the community, Starbucks hopes to achieve 1 million volunteer hours every year. They are also striving to their goal of having 100% reusable and recyclable cups by 2015. Farnham defines supply as the functional relationship between the price of a good or service and the quantity that producers are willing and able to supply in a given time period, all else held constant. Starbucks' supply of green coffee beans are traded on the commodity market and can be affected by multiple factors, including weather, natural disasters, crop disease, and general increase in farm inputs and cost of production, as well as inventory levels and political or economic conditions. Certain organizations have historically attempted to influence prices of green coffee through establishing export quotas or by restricting coffee supplies. There are several risks that Starbucks must monitor as it relates to demand. Demand is defined as the functional relationship between the price of a good or service and the quantity demanded by consumers in a given time period, all else held constant. A major category that must be watched is the economic conditions in the U.S. and certain international markets. Risks here include lower customer traffic or lower average value per transaction, the impact of increased competition, lasting or worsening negative economic conditions which cause consumers to make changes to their discretionary purchasing behavior, including less frequent discretionary purchases on a more permanent basis, declines in consumer demand for specialty coffee products, and adverse impacts resulting from negative publicity regarding business practices or the health effects of Starbucks products. Another category to watch is the level of dependency on the financial performance of North and South America, or the Americas operating segment. This segment comprised approximately 75% of consolidated total net revenues in fiscal 2012. Such dependency upon consumer discretionary spending means that Starbucks is especially sensitive to changes in macroeconomic conditions. Starbucks is structured in three major regions. Number one, the Americas. This includes Canada, the US, Latin, and South America. Number two, the EMEA region, which is Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. And number three, China and Asian Pacific, or CAP. Because of the size of the corporation, there are several regional considerations that must be taken into account. Each of these can have an effect on Starbucks' bottom line. Tastes naturally vary from region to region, and consumers in some business units may not embrace the products to the same extent as consumers in the US or in other international markets. In developing economies, the growth rate and the portion of the population achieving targeted levels of disposable income may not be as fast as anticipated, and typical economies of scale may not exist. Operating expenses as a percentage of related revenues are often higher compared to more developed operations, such as in the US. Starbucks often encounters difficulty in staffing, developing, and managing foreign operations and supply chain logistics, including ensuring the consistency of product quality and service due to distance, language, and cultural differences, or challenges in recruiting and retaining high-quality employees in local markets. In some instances, local laws make it more expensive or complex to negotiate with or retain or terminate employees. Another problem is that less developed nations frequently encounter disruptions in energy supply. The Starbucks pricing strategy is based on quality, authority, and relative value. They made a place in the market serving quality coffee beverages and pastries, employing friendly baristas, and providing a comfortable atmosphere, which allowed them the ability to price their products high and still receive consumer support. Their reputation of providing new beverages and top quality coffee and teas helps persuade customers that the products offered are worth the price. To help justify their prices, Starbucks offers lower line, lower priced items, making their premium products seem worth the higher price. Starbucks' high price strategy was effective for quite some time, until new lower priced competitors began to enter the market. Offering high-end coffee beverages for a lower price to consumers with decreasing discretionary income gave the new entrants a piece of the market share. Pricing strategies will need to be revisited if Starbucks is to remain competitive in the evolving beverage market. Starbucks operates in a monopolistic competitive market, in which they've been able to maintain control over their inflated prices. Clues to this type of market structure include low barriers of entry, a high number of suppliers, and a homogeneous product. They've been able to create a premium standard for their coffee and have established a loyal customer base who's eager to purchase their various brews. Through strategic branding and use of the Starbucks logo and various trademarks, they differentiate their product from their competitors. Starbucks takes pride in offering a premium product in a relaxing environment. Their brand has become a status symbol of success. Starbucks has leveraged their company's success to gain market share around the world and to widely offer an assortment of products across domestic and international markets. Their significant economies of scale allow them to expand and create ideas that are hard for competitors to imitate. Competition in this market is fierce. 3 companies have established themselves as Starbucks' largest direct competitors: McDonald's, Panera Breads, and Dunkin' Donuts. Starbucks also competes on retail shelves against Caribou Coffee, Javalia, and other local roasts, as well as against pod delivery coffee devices such as the Keurig or Nespresso. There are also countless other local independent or small chain coffee houses that compete against Starbucks. Starbucks works to secure their market dominance through many means. A one-time direct competitor, Seattle's Best Coffee, was recently purchased and is now a subsidiary of Starbucks. Starbucks kept the Seattle's Best name but rebranded the company and markets its lower-cost product as the Working Man's Coffee. Starbucks' size and organization allows them to meet the growing demand for caffeinated beverages. Their expansion of product lines helps them compete against energy drinks and teas. Starbucks initiatives are another way the company keeps a grasp on the market. Through their branding and advertising, Starbucks has built a normal good into a luxury good and has managed to make it desirable to a broad audience even at premium prices. The use of customer loyalty programs and promotions through Groupon or social media has also helped maintain good relationships with customers. The introduction of in-store bakeries that allow the company to offer food and dessert helps Starbucks compete against organizations who are more traditionally food-based restaurants. Lastly, the Starbucks Barismo system, a solution for customers who want the Starbucks flavor and the convenience of their own home, allows the public to brew to their contentment from their own kitchen. Starbucks is constantly growing. As part of their goal to saturate the market, Starbucks aggressively enters prime locations, clustering stores in areas of fast growth. The company focuses on profitable growth and is large enough to buy out or force out smaller competition. Through expanded product lines and carefully planned introduction of new products, Starbucks maintains intrigue among consumers. New products and new delivery systems for a quick fix of caffeine through either on-the-go or instant products or through the home use of the Barismo machine allows Starbucks to reach non-traditional consumers. The figure here shows the distance in mile from a Starbucks store for the percentage of the U.S. population. The diagram was created in 2012, and because of Starbucks' rapid growth, it's quickly becoming out of date. As a growing organization, incorporation of new technology is essential to success. Starbucks uses the Onyx system to manage corporate sales activities, including efficient delivery and management of leads, effective pipeline management, faster activation of new accounts, and more immediate resolution of customer issues for their business. Starbucks also uses Blue Martini's order management system, which allows central management and delivery of contract-based products as well as pricing in several different languages for its global distribution. Customer rewards cards and gift cards are a huge part of their success. Currently, there are over $3 billion loaded on these cards. Integration with mobile devices allow customers to use their phones as reloadable cards, order drinks online for in-store pickup, find nearest locations, and much more. Various websites, such as MyStarbucksIdea.com, allow customers to share thoughts about new products, share recipes, ways to incorporate technology, make suggestions for efficient strategies, and discuss community and socially responsible programs. Through use of their Wi-Fi system, Starbucks allows and creates a work and study-friendly environment, which helps customers feel welcome. In conclusion, we find that Starbucks makes managerial decisions based on a variety of variables in the economy, and these change all the time. The company is affected by supply factors in the commodity market like coffee futures, and demand for high-end coffee is affected by consumers and their discretionary spending habits. Starbucks determines prices relative to quality of the product, the presence of authority on the product, and relative value to other products within the company and among competitors. These premium prices do not have a very negative effect on business due to Starbucks' market structure. Starbucks is in a monopolistic competitive market that relies on brand recognition and brand loyalty. In order to maintain its market position, Starbucks plans to expand or saturate geographically, buying out the growing competition, differentiating products, and expanding technological innovations. The success of a business depends heavily on microeconomic factors influencing it directly. Managers need to be aware of microeconomic effects and the changes that occur, and must be proactive in adapting the strategy to reflect those changes. Starbucks continues to be successful by doing just that. A recent quote speaks to that success. Starbucks, late Thursday, raised its fiscal 2013 profit outlook after topping Wall Street's earnings for its fiscal second quarter on the strength of its U.S. business and a decline in coffee future prices.